Hello, here's another white scrap trick for you. I had some white pieces that were laying here and I pulled out this folder and I thought, wouldn't that be really pretty to go ahead and print it out and then cut the corners off? And so I did. So I went through and there's 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6, so I did 6 altogether, this one. So after I cut the 4 corners off of it, here, let me show you what it looks like. I'll show you the folder first. Isn't that pretty? And I wrote my sandwich on the back with permanent marker, so that way I know. Because especially these are so thick, and so I want to remember what the sandwich is for that. Alrighty, and then this is what. I want to see if I can get the best one. I guess they're all about the same. All right, but this is how pretty they came out. Isn't that gorgeous? And they came out etched really, really nice. I'm impressed with how deeply it did etch. That was really nice. All right, so then I went ahead and on this one, you can see it's the middle part right here. So I went ahead and just cut off all the corners. And so look at how pretty they look. Isn't that neat? So now I can use them either white like this, or I can brush some color over them. I probably use chalks or my pastels, my pastel chalks. I think that would be really pretty. So, or even just leave them plain. So, and then I thought of a couple ideas to do with this. I thought, if you want to, you could, like I've got the full ones. I could take 4 of these and 3D the corners up. So see, I could take 4 of those and then I could just 3D them up. And wouldn't that look neat? Let me see if I can zoom in on this for you rather than keep bringing it up to you. Oh, that's a mess, huh? All right, so excuse my wiggle for a moment here. I'm gonna move the camera. Nope, wrong way, that way. Okay, there, now you can see that. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a neat idea? To take it and just to 3D it. I think that would be really cool to 3D these up. Just a wee bit like that. That would make a really gorgeous frame. So that was one idea. Another idea I thought of is to just use these as corners on a card. So, and I'm going to use a colored card because that'll show it off better. But, oops, that's not a colored card, Barbara. All right, here's a piece. All right, but imagine this in the corner. Wouldn't that be pretty? You could tuck something in. But on a card front, you could do 2 of them, and I think that would be really pretty. And then you could put something in the middle. Whoops, and I fanned out and I just put that out of the picture. Isn't that a pretty idea? So you can use them on a regular card. Okay, I'm going to go back out again, so I'm going to move the camera this way. Okay, there. So you can use them in as corners, as like a photo corner. You could 3D them on to a second. You punch out 2, or you roll out 2, you emboss 2, and then cut one set out to 3D up. I think that would be gorgeous. The other thing I thought of is, and I think this would be so pretty, to take these and I line them up. You could put them together like this as a puzzle and then put it on a card. I think that would be really pretty on a card because you would be able to glue these together because they're cut the same. So you wouldn't, I mean, you would see the lines, but they look nice. It looks like they might belong like that. I think that would be really pretty. So that's another idea. Another idea I thought of was, I think this would be really cool, is to line them on the paper like this, or on the card front. You could do the card front. Whoops, here, let's start down here. You could make a tree. I think that would be adorable. Isn't that adorable for a tree? That's really pretty. And just put a stump And then you could also do this and just line it up, and line it up. Just for a card front. I think that would be really pretty. So, or you could do just 3 of them. So it looks kind of like that draws your attention down to the bottom of the card. So that way you could put something down here, a little image down here. I think that would be really pretty. So what do you think of that? Isn't that neat? I love this idea for white corners. And I love putting those 4 together. And I think putting 3 of them together to make a tree is a wonderful idea. I think that would just look so gorgeous. And imagine that on a white card. Let me pull that white card back out here. There. Imagine that 3D'd on a white card. I think that would be really, really pretty. A white on white. Wouldn't that be pretty? And then just 3D that up and then just put the little brown stem on it, or even a little white one. That would be cute. I think that would be a gorgeous Christmas card. All right, so there's another idea for you. Pull out your folders and see what kind of folders you have. I mean, I just pulled this one out, and as soon as I looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so cool to do that, to just cut them all apart. And I did, and they came out so pretty. So I'm pleased with that. So I hope you like this idea and you'll give it a try. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.